Hello everyone and welcome to your Monday afternoon class with me, April. I'm a Pilates teacher and have been now for 4 or 5 years, and today we've got a full body 30-minute workout for you. I say workout, it's a nice stretch and keeps your body supple, strong, your joints really healthy, your posture perfect, and will also work into the core and pelvic floor muscles as well. If you've never joined me before, a huge welcome. All you need today is a mat, definitely a head cushion. I have had a few people say recently, due to the warm weather, that they feel a little bit dizzy when doing certain stretches or exercises. If this is the case, then please just allow yourself to have a break for a minute, listen to your own body. If you have any pre-existing injuries or any ailments anywhere, please listen to your body and just rest if you need to, especially in this hot weather, especially blood pressure as well. If we do a downward dog or fold over the body, all sort of the blood rushes to your head and can make you feel a little bit dizzy or queasy, so just listen to your body. Let's start today in a child's pose. So you can use your cushion here if you wish to, if you feel sort of any tension in the neck. You always relax the neck and head when you do this. So just allow your glutes to hold your, to gently press onto your heels. Stretch your arms forward and drop your shoulders away from the ears. And just breathe in and out. Just drop the shoulders, extend that spine. And then just stretch your fingertips a little bit further forwards. Lift your elbows off the mat if you want to. And then just gently take both hands over to the right to stretch out the left side of the body. You don't have to put your head on the floor here if it hurts your neck. And then gently lift up and over to the other side, forehead down, stretch out. And then come up onto all fours, wrists in line with the shoulders, knees in line with the hips. You can always come onto your fists if your wrists are a bit sore. And then just nod round, arching the spine. And then uncurl, look forward. And then nod. Look forward. And look round. And look forward. And nod. Now just bring the hands a little bit closer to the knees. Push into the knees and round through. Good, and now we're coming up to standing. So tuck the toes under and we're coming into a crouch position. And then in your crouch position, just take the fingertips to the floor, push the shoulders down and round through the back. Just breathing in and out. And then heels down. Stretch those legs. Drop the head down as well. That will help with any dizziness. Eyes looking at the knees. And then bend those knees and gently roll up. Good. Okay, so I'm just going to try and move this a little bit because the reason I don't stand too much is that I can't get me all in due to my camera positioning. So if I just move you all back, that might work, hopefully. Yeah, ish, that's perfect. Okay, so to stand, we're going to have the feet together and then the heels go out and the toes go forwards. And then with the pelvis, so your lower back, if you get any bad backs, this one little standing stretch can really help. So you want to squeeze your glutes together and then the thighs go forward and you just round through the back. And then fingers underneath and push back. And then tuck under. And then push back. And then again tuck under. And round through. So you can do that standing anywhere, washing up, talking to a friend, waiting for a bus, standing in the queue of Tesco's. It just really helps to release any tension you've got in that lower spine, the lumbar spine. And you might find that this just feels really nice even at the end of a long day. And you can also do this, of course, sitting down as well. So first things first, just to relax any back tension, we're going to have the hands down by the sides, nod the chin towards the chest, and then just you're going to hunch over. So Pilates is all about perfect posture, unless we're stretching and relaxing and goes out the window a little bit. So keep the chin tucked in, not all the way down to the chest though. And then you're going to let your arms go really loose and just let your back relax. Now bend your knees and drop the head. And just breathe in and out here. And then just let the arms go nice and loose. And then gently pushing the feet into the floor, roll all the way back up. Nice and slow. Good, and let's go down again. And nod. Tuck under. Let the arms go really light, really loose. Hold it here. And now this time, just lift the hands up a little bit if they're touching the floor, and let the hands just swing back and forth, relaxing the upper back. Or you could sway side to side and just let the sides of the body get a good rest and the stretch. And release, and then gently, gently, gently roll up. Nice and slow. And restack. Wonderful. Okay, so now come back up to standing and let everything kind of catch up. And we're going to have the feet hip width apart again. So feet together, heels out, toes forwards. You're going to place your hands crossed over your shoulders. Drop the shoulders down away from the ears, and then you're going to keep your hips facing forward, Your head turns to the left and the upper body follows from the waist down. So it's very good for the spine. And then come back in and then over. Come in and over to the right. And over to the other side. And you should feel a good stretch all down the sides of the body and into the spine. And 2 more each side. Take your time. And over to the other side. And last time. And good. And then just release. Keep the feet where they are, and then you're going to have the hands down by the side of the body. And imagine someone is holding your ribs and they're going to lower you down. So you're not collapsing over and forward, you're going over to the side. And that's the trick here, to work the sides of the body and the waist. You squeeze up when you go down. So don't overreach it. Keep the shoulders down. So when you're over here, imagine this side. So if you're over to the left, imagine your right side is squeezing you up. Two more each side. And one more time each side. And good. And release. And then just give yourself a little shake out if you need to. Let's practice our balance. So again, the feet are hip width. We're going to come up onto the toes and lower. Now palms facing forward, drop the shoulders and see if you can use your arms. You might be a little bit wobbly, that's okay. Or you can find that you can lift one arm up and down at a time if you want to. Just lift. Try not to let the shoulders ride into the ears. Keep them down. You might hear a few clicks, that's normal. Good, and we'll do 3. And down. 2. And down. And 1. And down. Good, and now give your feet a little shake off. Wonderful. We'll do one more balancing exercise before we come down to the mat. So I'm going to turn so you can see a little bit better. You're going to place one hand on top of the other, dropping the shoulders, keeping the pelvis still. So you don't want to tuck under when you do this. You want to keep your glutes exactly where they are as you lift one knee up and then push the foot down. You feel your core kicking in here. And down. Keeping the shoulders down. When you put the foot back down, try not to tip too much over onto the other side. Let the transition be nice and smooth. And we'll do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And release. And to come down to the mat, we're going to roll down, because you can never do too many roll downs. So feet at hip width, nod, let your back relax, hands go nice and relaxed. Drop the head and hold it here. Then fingers down, knees come in, and glutes come down, and then stretch forward. So you can just come and lay down onto your mat while I just move this, so we can see a little bit better. Okay, so laying down, just hug those knees in towards the chest and rock side to side. I did a lot of driving yesterday and my back feels quite sore today. So even Pilates teachers sometimes need a good massage out. To get a little bit deeper, just hug the knees in a little bit further towards the chest. And then take a nice long body stretch. And relax. Good. Dropping the shoulders down away from the ears. We're going to just work into the backs of the legs, giving them a little stretch off. Keep the right leg long, left thigh hugs in, drop the shoulders and lift up. Now, when it's really warm outside, you sometimes feel that your muscles feel quite tight. So it's a really perfect time to stretch them off. Obviously do a little warm up just before, but it really helps to just like release all that tension you've got. My muscles always feel a lot heavier when it's warmer, and they're warmer, and therefore they're more pliable to work with, and you can stretch them out a lot easier. Take that left leg long, hug the right knee in, inhale, drop shoulders, exhale. Good, and release. Let's come into now and work into our core a little bit more. I know Pilates is very famous for core work, but it does help to give you a good posture and work your body as it should do. So have a drink if you need one, it's very warm today. We're going to bend the elbows and have the hands down here. So the thumb is sort of more or less in line with our ears. We're going to nod the chin towards the chest and reach up. Right hand comes on the inside of that left leg and lowers down. Now you might find, I always say this with this exercise, you might find your neck starts to hurt. So if that's the case, whatever hand you're not using to reach up, place it behind your head and lift. It doesn't matter, it makes it a little bit easier, but you never want to sort of change the position of your neck when you do core exercises, because it can really damage it. Just squeeze up and lift down and down, but keep it going. And we'll do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Hands underneath the knees, curl up into a little ball and just hold it there. Or you can drop the head down if it feels more comfortable for you. But you should have felt a little bit of heat within the body then when we did that one. Good. And now roll on over to the right side of the body and let's work into the hips. Excuse me. So, right elbow on the floor, bring the feet forward, drop the shoulders away from the ears, and we're just going to point that foot and lift it up. Push with the heel and lower down. And again, point, lift, push, lower. Make sure that your body's not tipping backwards when you do this, let the hip work. So what I always say is, if you can, place that left hand on top of the hip, and you will feel your hip working, and you'll also feel the muscles above it just slightly turning on as well. Let's do 3 more. 2. And 1. Good. Now just bring that knee forward, just massage slightly. Wonderful. Lift up and come over onto the other side, working to that hip. So left elbow down. Stretch the legs nice and long. Bring the feet forward, drop the shoulders away from the ears. That top foot relaxes, point and lift. Push and lower. Just squeeze if you want. Place that hand there, you can. Doesn't matter how hard the leg goes, it matters how hard the hip works. And 2 more. And last one. Wonderful. Come onto your front. One hand on top of the other. And then just rock the hip side to side. Give them a good massage, and then relax and then push the hips under. And release, and again push. And release. And then again one more time, push under. And relax. Good. Okay, let's work into the upper back. So hands above the forehead, elbows are splayed out wide, and then inhale, exhale, push and lower. So the chest is coming off the floor. And down. And lower. And we'll do 3, 2, and 1. And release. Now what we're going to do is, it's totally up to you whether you want to join me. You can take the hands underneath the shoulders and tuck the elbows in and the shoulders down and just squeeze up and lower, or you can inhale and exhale, peel off and lift up one leg at a time. So the forehead and foot comes up at the same time and lowers at the same time. Just be really careful you don't bash your nose here, so lower down slowly if you need to. And if you do feel a bit dizzy because of the shape of your mat or the pattern of your mat, you can close your eyes as well. we'll do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And push up, and then tuck the pelvis under, place the elbows down and round through. And then come up onto all fours, drop the shoulders, relax the toes and nod round. And again, nod. And uncurl. And nod. And uncurl. Good. Elbows down to the floor. Now you're going to round through the spine and bring the hips back. So you get like a deeper stretch. And release and come up. Bring the feet around and come to sit on your sitting bones. And then just take the left foot over the right knee, and as best you can, just push that left knee out to the side. Might feel a little bit tight, but after working those hips, it will feel nice and relaxed afterwards. And release. Nice straight spine. Right leg over. Push the right knee out. If your hips feel really tight, don't worry, hips often do that. If you get sciatica, this is a really good one to do. And release. Come and lay down. We've got a couple of quiet moments now to just rest our minds as well as our bodies. So hug those knees in towards the chest. You can either stay like this with the knees hugging in, just gently rocking, or just holding this position. Or you could take the hands underneath the knees, or you could stretch the feet out and lay down. It's totally up to you, but just rest your eyes and quieten your mind for the next few moments. Then wherever you are, take a nice long body stretch. And gently roll up. Keep a nice long spine. Stretch the shoulders out. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale, lower. And inhale. Exhale, lower. And thank you all very much, everybody, for joining me. I hope you all enjoyed that. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and I'll see you all next Monday. Bye.